What's the first thing to fail when a hurricane, ice storm, or major disaster hits? It's usually not power, it's actually water. Municipal water systems go down fast, and most families aren't ready for it. Think about this: the average family of four has less than 48 hours of water on hand. That's just for drinking. Add cooking, sanitation, and you burn through it fast. Here's the good news: your roof is already a water collection system. You just need to capture it. Rain hits your roof, flows through your gutters, down the downspout, and right into a storage barrel. Now, before you ask, yes, in most states it's legal, and in Tennessee it definitely is, and has zero restrictions on residential rainwater collection. If you're outside Tennessee, a quick Google search will tell you whether or not the state rules allow it. You'll know this within 30 seconds. Here's everything you need to get started: the 55-gallon rain barrel, around $90 on average; a downspout diverter kit, $25 or so; a first flush diverter, roughly $30. And that's your course setup, and all of it's linked in our description below. So step one is pick your spot. Find the downspout on your home that gets the most runoff. Place your barrels directly below it on cinder blocks. The elevation gives you water pressure at the spigot. And step two is snap the downspout diverter in with no cutting pipe required. Step three, install the first flush diverter. This is the part most people skip, and they shouldn't. The first few gallons off your roof carry dust, bird droppings, and debris. The first flush diverter sends that dirty water away and only lets the clean stuff reach your barrel. Step four, seal that lid. That's not negotiable. Open standing water is a mosquito breeding ground, so make sure your barrel has a mesh screen lid and it's locked down tight every single time. And that's it, 5 steps done in a single afternoon. So pick your spot, install the downspout diverter, add the first flush diverter, seal the lid, and test it as an overall hose and system. You've now got a renewable water source at your home that refills itself every time it rains. Now here's something most rainwater harvesting videos don't tell you. Your roof material does matter. Standard asphalt shingles can leach zinc, petroleum byproducts, and algicides into your runoff. The first flush diverter removes the worst of it, but it doesn't get everything. This is critical. A life straw filter will block out bacteria and sediment, but it does not filter heavy metals and chemicals. For drinking water, you need a gravity-fed filter like a borer water system. That handles the full spectrum that you'll need. We'll cover that in a moment. Now here's where harvested roof water really shines: everything outside of drinking and cooking. Garden watering, lawn care, flushing towards during and out, washing a car, and tools. Your barrel handles all that without any additional filtering. One quick note on the garden: if you're growing edibles, give them a rinse with clean water before eating. And keep pets on filtered or stored drinking water. Treat their water the same as you would yours. Here's the math that will blow your mind. A 1,500 square foot roof plus just 1 inch of rain equals roughly 900 gallons of runoff. Your 55-gallon barrel fills up in the first shower. After that, every rainstorm is essentially free water. So let's talk filtration. For non-drinking uses, your barrel water is just fine as is. For drinking and cooking, run it through a proper gravity filter first. A life straw is a great backup for bacteria and sediment, but pair it with an inline carbon filter or a gravity filter for complete protection against roof chemical runoff. Put the core system together and your complete home water backup runs under $150. That's a one-time setup that refills itself every time it rains. Free, indefinitely, no electricity required. And you've got options depending on your space and budget. A 55-gallon barrel is the perfect starter, easy to find, easy to set up. If you want more serious long-term storage, a 275-gallon IBC tote is the upgrade. It can usually be found on Facebook Marketplace and other locations, often under $150. If you're here in Middle Tennessee, this setup makes even more sense. We average over 50 inches of rain per year. That's free water falling on your roof right now, getting straight into your storm drain. So let's stop letting that happen. One more time on safety because it matters. Always filter harvested rainwater before drinking or cooking. An inline carbon filter handles chemicals from your roof. A gravity filter handles everything else. Both are linked in the description and on our Amazon storefront, so don't skip this step. One more critical warning before we wrap up. Many 55-gallon rain barrels that get recommended are made from recycled plastic, and they are not food grade and not BPA-free. Do not store drinking water in them. For drinking water storage, you need a food grade BPA certified barrel, like Dawg's and Farm's 55-gallon blue drum or in a stackable 7-gallon Reliance aqua tanners, which are easy to manage. If a disaster is coming, fill your bathtub with a water bob bladder. This is a great option that's 100 gallons of drinking water in under a minute. The rain barrel is for garden, toilet, and washing. Drinking water storage is a completely separate storage system. We put together a complete equipment list on the Guard Dog Solutions Amazon storefront, every item with the ASIN, so you can verify prices before you buy. From the rainwater barrel all the way down to the gravity drinking filters and the garden soaker hose. Link is in the description below. That's your complete rainwater harvesting setup, done in an afternoon. It's ready to go for you the next time the grid goes down. Please hit subscribe for our next Preparedness episode every week. And as always, be prepared, be protected.